Welcome to our side arm series. This is a challenging series and you want to be careful of injuries to the shoulder with this series. We will go through this in the course. This is a bit of an idea of how to set people up. You also need to keep in mind knee injuries or osteoarthritis or anything where kneeling hurts the person's knees. So when you start your class and you ask for any injuries, someone might tell you they can't kneel. Now, a good option for that is going to be putting the box on the carriage. What I do find though is people often don't like this low kneel position. However, lots of people can be up in a high kneel. So before you go jumping straight to getting them the box, I say, I know that this position might be hard. Are you comfortable being in a high kneel position? Have you tried that? And if they say, oh yeah, that's fine, I just can't go down and up, then you can have them on their knees. And you need to just keep into consideration how long are you going to have them in that position. If you plan to be there for a while, then maybe get them the box or put a pillow underneath. But it's usually this excessive flexion that causes knee pain. So you ask them if they can kneel. If they say no, can you be in a high kneel position or would you like the box? So you're giving them multiple options. For the springs, I usually recommend one blue spring for this series. However, some people even need a white spring. And this is when you can also remember that you can move the gear bar. So if I take the springs out, I can actually move the gear bar. So if I bring it down lower and put a blue spring in, that's going to be a little bit harder than a white spring, but a little bit easier than what the usual blue spring feels like. But for simplicity, we're just going through the exercises. Now, when I demonstrate the side arm series, I actually face away from them to show them first. So you as an instructor don't get confused between left and right, because when you're facing your class, you need to be using the opposite arm, so you're explaining things. Okay, I'm going to be using my left arm to draw it out with my right strap or your front strap, but they're doing the left arm, but you're using your right arm, so it can get quite confusing. Whereas I usually demonstrate 1 or 2 repetitions. So I'll say, okay guys, you're going to face this wooden wall. We're going to spin around. You're going to grab your strap in front of you with your left hand. Your left hand goes onto the strap wherever you want them to put it. I'm then going to show you. So we're going to draw the arm up and draw it down while our left hand stays on our hip. Then they'll start doing it. You spin around, change your hand. So we're using the opposite hand now, and then we're talking to them about how to do the exercise. So that's something that we will practice a lot of in the course, and that's a really good way to teach. Otherwise, when you're a new teacher, you're going to be going, oh, left and right, and what strap and what spring, and oh, that lady down there has a sore shoulder, and that lady's on the box, and it can get a little bit overwhelming. Because of all of that as well, I would not do this exercise as the first exercise of the class. You should start with something where you're working both arms or both legs or some core or some stretching to start with, just to ease into it, get everyone flowing through. You don't want to go straight to a hard unilateral exercise that can be quite word jumbling. So this is something that should be in the middle of your class when you are class programming.